Spatchcock. What is spatchcock? Aside from an incredibly difficult pole dancing move, it is the technique of butterflying a chicken by removing its backbone. Why would we do that? It cooks faster, more evenly, and you get a crispier skin because more surface area is exposed. This is the backbone. This is basically what you would cut out, starting from the neck down to the rump. I like to do it in a way that preserves as much skin and meat as possible, especially these little meat nuggets here, the oysters. They're quite delicious. Don't miss out on those. We're gonna need kitchen shears, a very sharp knife, and a meat tenderizer or mallet of some kind. If you don't have one of these, a heavy pan, like a cast iron skillet, you can use. I'm going to start by cutting a slit, starting at the top, down the back. These are the little oysters here that I was telling you about. This is one reason why I like to wear gloves when I do this. It gives me the bravery I need to handle the bird the way it needs to be handled in order to get the job done. And it's really cold, which doesn't feel very good on your fingers. You can use your finger to kind of like separate it out of that pocket thing over here. This is what you want it to look like. You want to see these pulled away from the pockets they sit in. You want to see the spinal cord exposed here all the way down. Now is when we start cutting the spine out. Start on one side and start cutting. It's going to cut right around that. That is where your leg bone connects here. So you're going to want to look for those tendons that are holding that bone together and snip them. That is what is holding that bone on. Quite like surgery. Don't worry if you leave some behind. We're going to clean all of that up when we're finished. Some people like to save the rump. I normally do, but I don't really like the way this one looks, so we're not going to keep that today. Now the other side. Again, I'm doing this in such a way where I can preserve as much meat as I can. So just be mindful of that when you're snipping through, like what is meat, what's bone, what's cartilage, what's a tendon, you know, what am I cutting out? You can keep it and make soup, whatever. I'm gonna throw mine out today. One thing I just want to say quickly is this shit that you're throwing out, make sure you take out the trash afterwards, because if you don't, someone in your family is going to be very, very mad at you. The next step is to slice right over here in the sternum area, right in the middle. Just apply firm pressure on both sides. Now you have a spatchcock chicken, but I'm extra and I like to do much more deboning than this. Basically what I want is just the sternum to be holding the breast and tenders and everything together. Many times I have even taken out the sternum. So the only thing holding it together really is the skin. We're gonna start on one side, get right under that bone right here, okay? And then you're just gonna follow it up. It goes right under the rib bones. Sometimes these chickens will have broken bones. You'll think that, like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what are these weird bones? But really, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing it right. It's just you have a weird chicken, or you know, some of the shit they put in these chickens nowadays. You might have a deformed chicken. Who knows? Get right here. And have some tendons to snip to get this out. Kind of just use your fingers, feel around for any extra bone particles that you missed or broke off. surprises when we're eating meat. I don't want to eat that. Alright, now one right here. You're just gonna use your scissors, you can use your knife. You're just gonna, usually one side, either or, is gonna be broken. That's like the wishbone, what we used to call it when I was a kid. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna right up that bone on the side there. Now that would be the time if you want to trim anything out, like if you want to trim out some of the fat, you know, just something that you're like, that doesn't look like something I want to eat. Just go ahead and snip it off. It's your chicken. If you have small children and you need to cook something fast, you can easily remove the chicken tenders here, season those, and cook those up so you'll have something to serve right away. Let's talk about the breasts. Yes, they're the breasts, but truly they are the asshole of the chicken. They're very thick, they take a long time to cook, and they tend to dry out. And they are leaner than the rest of the chicken, which means less fat, which means less flavor. So what we're going to do today is help fix that by pounding them out. I'm going to take my gloves off. The reason why you need to cover it with plastic wrap is if you pound out this chicken without the plastic wrap, you're just going to splash chicken juice everywhere. You don't want that, especially if someone's sitting near you. Now we're just going to beat the shit out of it. Let out your aggression from the day. Now remember I told you if you don't have one of these, you can use a cast iron pan. It's very heavy. It is a lot louder. Sometimes it'll help if you just move it to the floor or something if the noise is too much. A little bit the cast iron. Oh, so flat. Let me just like angle this. That's what we want to see. Right. Plastic wrap. Aw. Time to season the bird. Kinders, I believe. Kinders. Let's go with Kinders. I always start with the blend, no matter what other seasoning I use. This time I'm going to use Buttery Steakhouse, which is my favorite. I always buy two when I buy one. I never buy just one unless there is only one left. These are great. So if you haven't tried these seasonings, go ahead and get yourself some. And this is when the towel is handy, placing the towel under the cutting board so that you can, be more liberal with the seasoning. Don't be scared of the seasonings. You've got to have a well-seasoned chicken. We're grilling it today. So when we take it out and put it on the grill, if it's skin side up, we can just take this whole cutting board and flip it over. And then it will be skin side down right away, which is what we want. You could flip it over, season the back, flip it back over, season the top, or you can do one side at a time, which is what I'm going to do. It's going to be pretty messed up because of the way we beat the shit out of it. And you may have some bone fragments. You can just grab those and move those out of the way. If you're gonna do like me and handle your seasoning with raw chicken juice hands, just make sure you wipe them off when you're done with something like a Clorox wipe, something with sanitizer. Bam! When we go outside and put it on the grill, like I said, we're just going to be able to flip it right over, right on the grill, easy peasy. All right, got our chicken skin side down on the grill. I'm going to go ahead and close that up. Looking good. I truly hope that your spatchcock chicken turned out as good as mine or better. Thanks for watching.